ahead on Daytime Buffalo. Winter is nearly here, and that means be sure you are prepared. The Buffalo Common Council stops by to talk about making sure all of Western New York is ready for whatever Mother Nature throws at us. And the Ava Collective is in to talk about their platform for local artists to band together and showcase their work. It's all coming up right here on Daytime Buffalo. Good afternoon, hello, and welcome to Daytime Buffalo. I'm your host, Chelsea Lavelle. Well, as we continue to creep further into November, many here in Western New York have a pretty startling reminder of just how tough the winter weather can be in our region. Joining me now in the Daytime Buffalo studio is Fillmore District Council member Mitch Nowakowski and Aubrey Calhoun, Executive Director of the Buffalo City Mission. Thank you both for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, so let's start off by talking about Buffalo Winter Preparedness Series and what you guys are doing as the Common Council.
Yes, you know, the Common Council is really the front line of city services when it comes to interacting with constituents. And we know how vulnerable the people that we represent can be. And we know that preparing them for winter and extreme weather or emergency situations is critical. So we came up with this series to make sure that it's accessible for everybody in all districts. So the next will be Wednesday at 5:30 at the Bell Center, and then Saturday at 10 a.m. At the Buffalo Central Library, which is connected to public transit.
Now, these are sessions to really get the public informed and give them some supplies. Now, I know that registration is now closed. That's correct, right?
Yes, it's closed, but folks can still come by and get a lot of equipment and resources. And, you know, be sure to bring your insurance card because you can get a COVID vaccine and the flu shot there. Oh, wow. And there will be a lot of other things that'll be prepared. And items that I think that will be really critical. National Fuel, National Grid, Erie County Social Services will be there to sign up for HEAP and SNAP, so come on by.
So the people that are registered will be getting these bags that are filled with everything that you need to kind of be prepared. But even though you can't register anymore, you can still come out. And like you said, they have sponsors like National Fuel that are still going to be doing a lot of giveaways. So you're still going to get a lot of stuff. But I want to talk to Buffalo City Mission with you, Aubrey, because a population that we're always concerned about during winter is our homeless community. So tell us what you guys are doing to make sure that they will be, you're prepared for those people to find shelter.
Our doors are open 24/7, 365, and like last year during the winter storm, we had so many people just coming to our doors that aren't even homeless. We had a couple that was stranded on the 33 that were just in the process of moving and had their moving truck attached to their car, but they broke down and they actually walked and came to the Buffalo City Mission seeking shelter. So they stayed with us for 4 days. We had women and children that made their way, whether they lost power or what have you, but then they came to the City Mission. So City Mission is really the beacon of light, and we love partnering with the Common Council as well because we really want to be the community neighbors. Mm-hmm. We really want to make sure that everyone is safe during our weather, you know, which changes very, very quickly here in Buffalo. But it's a great way that we can make sure that we can provide the clothing that's needed, cots that are needed for people that are stranded and need that help. We'll provide 3 nutritious meals a day. If somebody runs out of clothing, we have gently used clothing. But the community, we want them to know that the mission is there. It's their friend, it's a safe environment, and we want to make sure that anyone comes to our doors is just going to be welcomed in love so that we can keep them safe. Our team is also partnering with the Common Council, so they'll be there on the 14th of November on Delavan Community Center. And this is just one way where all the area providers can come together and just showcase what we do. Mm-hmm. And then what are all the services that we do provide so that the community is aware, so that when something does happen, they know who to contact, where to go, and how to be able to navigate through that red tape, so to speak. And I think this is a great opportunity. We're learning things too. There's some things on here that I'm like, okay, maybe I got to get that in my car.
Right,
you know? But you never know when these incidents happen. Mm-hmm. But it's just really finding the place that you know that it's walking distance or wherever you are in a neighborhood, you can reach out and be able to find a location that's going to really serve you and meet your needs.
Now, Mitch, you had already one of these series. How did that go?
It was a great success. And what we realized is that folks want to be prepared. They know that they can't be prepared for everything, but if you have the resources available and you really kind of take a self-assessment of your own family, are you living with somebody that has a disability, a senior citizen? Do you need extra medication? And you really are cognizant of where you live and the access to resources you have. So you have to make a plan. And, we're here, it's grab and go. When you come to these series, it's, we really want people to feel comfortable and have conversations with everybody. And, I really want to kind of hone in on, when we came after a blizzard of how we can do better, this is community. This is organizations coming together and saying, government just can't do everything. It can do one element. And it's really partnering with all these organizations to have a plethora of things that you didn't even think that you need, but you really do need. And that lasts a really long time.
Let's go through some of the things you brought in. I know we did this last time, but I think it's always a good reminder for people to know what some things they can have in their car and in their house, right?
Yeah, we'll start with the house first. I think that the first thing is making sure that your house is properly insulated. And we know that if you're without heat or power, making sure that your house is really concealed and condensed can help keep your house warmer and safer. And there's also matches, there's hand warmers, gloves, hats, COVID tests, and candles. And I think that if we've learned anything, when you don't have electricity and you need to read labels on things, you need to have access to light.
Yes.
And we know that when a lot of chargers were not available for phones, or people were charging their phone in their car.
Right.
Dangerous within itself too, that you need to have access to light. So these items may look simple and basic, but you need to have a plan when you're facing an emergency.
Absolutely. Thank you both so much for coming in and sharing about what you're doing to make sure our Western New York community is prepared for this winter. Again, the Buffalo Common Council Winter Preparedness Series happens throughout Buffalo. To learn more about any of the Winter Preparedness Series events, just head over to their website, buffalowinterprep.com. Thanks again for coming in, both of you.
Thank you.